This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name is Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life. Hey, hello, how you doing? I tell you what, good news at this end. I'm quite excited about this, to be honest. I've just solved a mystery that I've been wondering about. I think I told you last time that I'd been seeing a big upsurge in the number of downloads, and there were loads more people than usual coming to follow the podcast on Spotify. And I speculated that, was it some kind of algorithm magic at play? Who knows? Turns out wasn't that at all. It was the really lovely magazine Happyful, and they'd included this podcast in their top 10 list of enriching well-being things to try. How nice, how lovely. I'm going to link to the feature in the show notes so you can see it yourself. I'm really chuffed with that. I hope you are too. Happyful is a really lovely magazine. It's got an incredibly positive ethos, and in fact you can get it for free. You can join their mailing list and they'll send you the digital version for free, so make sure you do that. Okay, that's all lovely. And speaking of lovely things, lovely people, I have a fantastic guest to introduce to you today. We're joined by Helen Jane Campbell. Helen is a coach who specialises in working with creative people, and she's actually running a 2-day retreat for creative people coming up in January next year. I'm going to link to that in case it's up your street. Helen's also the author of the book Founders, Freelancers and Rebels, How to Thrive as an Independent Creative. Going to link to that too, and also do have a look at Helen's website, which is coachingbyhelen.com. I actually had coffee with Helen recently. She's just delightful. I really liked her. Somebody with a good, positive vibe that you just want to be around. We all need more of that, don't we? So today we are talking about how to get out of a rut, how to shake yourself up a wee bit, get going again when your get up and go has got up and gone. I think we all know that feeling, don't we? Here's Helen.
If you want to break free from being stuck, you want to get out of a rut, the first step is to know where you're heading. Rather than simply saying, I don't want to keep repeating this pattern of behaviour or doing the same things, let's focus instead on where you would like to get to. Perhaps you have a goal in mind or a way of defining what getting out of a rut looks like for you. Maybe you know how you'd like to feel compared to how you feel at the moment. So that's the first thing, getting really specific about the change you want to make. And my second tip is actually a way to fast track your way out of a rut, because who doesn't enjoy a quick win? So my hack is to use your senses, whether that's slicing open a juicy grapefruit and noticing its zesty scent, or whacking on your favourite uplifting track to dance around the kitchen to. Engaging your senses is really going to help shift your mood and energy. And I'd recommend creating a ritual around this. For example, lighting a candle before you begin meditation, or making a fresh playlist to accompany your exercise routine. Let's get sensory. The third tip I'd like to share with you is about engaging your squad. What do I mean by squad? Not only your friends and family, but also other people whose services you use and anyone who has your back and your best interests at heart. Draw a little map of who these people are and notice who you might be able to ask for support. For example, I've recently joined a walking group, and this is getting me out on longer hikes in nature compared to the shorter, more local walks that I used to do. My fourth tip is about clearing the decks and creating some space and time. This is super important when you want to make a change, because the reason we might repeat the same behaviours over and over is because it's easy, comfortable, and we don't have to think much about it. Changing habits and creating new habits can take more time and energy than the old ones did. And so I'd strongly encourage you to make space in your routine if you truly want to get out of the rut that you're in. You might like to conduct a mini audit and notice what you could do less of or give up in order to create this space for yourself. For example, I wanted to discover and order from more independent businesses. And so I quit my Amazon subscription for a year, and that forced me to find other places to order from instead. And I don't have a TV in my home, which I think that makes me more likely to read or write in the evenings than watch a program online. My final tip is to track your progress from the start and reflect on it regularly. This is a chance to notice how far you've come, what you've achieved, and to celebrate your success. If you notice that you've lapsed back into old habits, it doesn't need to be a big thing. The invitation there is to simply reset and keep moving forward. And on days when it feels really hard, just notice what is possible. Even small and incremental progress is still progress. So in summary, those 5 tips to help you get out of a rut are: know where you're heading and what getting out of a rut looks like for you. Use your senses to fast track yourself out of a rut. Get your squad involved so that you have some support around you. Make space in your life for the change you want to create. And track your progress. Good luck, and I would love to hear about the changes you managed to make.